What's up, YouTube? We back. Pretty good Wednesday. Got a good workout in, making sure we staying fit, making sure we staying positive, keeping everything in alignment with where we going. I really wanted to talk about something that I've been thinking about since I've been on this journey, and it's all about not going back to the old things that you used to have in your life, whether it be vices or things that you dealt with, old sin, things that kind of kept you captive from moving on to the place where you want to be at. And sometimes these are things like we may not notice until later on. It might take us some time, it might take us those bad experiences until we just realize, okay, this stuff over here is holding me captive. I can't do that no more. It's all about just not running back to those things and having the strength and the will to hold yourself back, hold yourself to a new standard, just shed a new light on the new ways that you're stepping in. And I've been there, like I'm still dealing with some of the things that are of my past that I'm still trying to just slowly wean out of my life. As you get older, there are things that you start to realize are hindering you from where you want to go, and you can't go that direction until you officially let go. It's like with relationships in my life. I know at certain times I would idolize relationships and idolize being with this certain person, and sometimes God would take those things away from me because he knew I was ignoring anything dealing with God. I was kind of keeping my distance from God when those situations happen, and I was idolizing the whole relationship, and it was like those things had to go, or I had to cut it off because I knew that it wasn't in alignment with me and it wasn't helping me going towards the direction that I wanted to go. So the first thing when it comes to breaking the cycles of just not running back to things that we used to do or old bad habits is just identifying those things that we struggle with, identifying the things that we really need to not go back to. So once you identify those things, you can really realize, okay, this is something that's holding me back right here. If I continue to keep doing this, then I won't get to the place that I really want to reach. So it might be that person that you don't need to go back to. It might be an old habit that you keep doing or you keep repeating that you need to stop going back to. And what helps me is truly submitting to God and telling him, okay, God, I'm struggling with this. I need help with this right now because I keep going back. I keep going back to this thing. I keep going back to this. I know that it's not good for me. I know that it's hurting me from getting to where I truly want to be in life. If you identify what those cycles are, one thing to tell whenever you are identifying those cycles is if everything is just repeating. If you're going in a cycle and you know you're going in a cycle, the same stuff happens every time you do this certain thing or you with this certain person. The same stuff happens, same things occur, and you don't feel your best self. Those are the things that you don't need to keep going back to. And those are that gut feeling, and those things are telling you, okay, I can't keep doing this. This is hurting me from getting to the success that I want to reach. And we need to realize that we run back to things for a reason. Maybe our whole identity is tied to that thing, or maybe it's just we don't feel like we deserve better in the life. I remember times where I would go back to a relationship that I knew wasn't healthy, and I thought like, okay, this will be different this time. Like I'm gonna handle it this time. First of all, time didn't even pass enough for me to get to that point to think, okay, this will be different this time with the old relationship. And I was thinking, yeah, it'll be different, but it was the same. When you go through those moments, you start to feel worse and worse every time you consistently go back and you know you shouldn't go back. And those are the moments where, okay, if you truly want to learn and grow from this, why do you keep running back to that old thing or that old sin or those old ways? You don't need to go back to that. What you need to do is continue to look forward. What's for you is going to be for you. Your job is to step into that new light, and your job is to shed off those old things that aren't going to help you get to where you want to be. I got a recent video about letting go. It was a past video. This is just a reminder, like letting go is a very hard thing. It could be drugs, alcohol, something you really need to just drop. You know that it's going to help you be a better person. But what you have to think and what has to run through your mind, is this thing truly serving me right now, or is it hurting me? Because if you go through your life and you say, okay, let's just get rid of everything that's not serving me in life right now. When you start to shed off those things and you start to get rid of them, you notice you feel a little bit more lighter. You get more at peace. You could think a little bit more clear. Trust me, like this happened with me. Just letting go of things that I knew were not serving me in life. That didn't strike me till I heard a podcast one day, and it was about just what's serving you and what's not serving you. And that really struck me at the time, because there's so much fluff I had in my life that I just didn't need anymore, but I kept it around because it's been there for so long. And those are those moments where you truly, this is the new you, this the new Malcolm, this the new whoever you are out there. Put yourself in that picture and say, okay, this is the new me. I'm stepping in this direction now. I don't need this no more. I don't need it no more. Let go of it. Like I say, it's gonna be a hard process, but you can do it. We all got free will. We all make our own decisions, our own choices. You know that you can make the best choice for yourself and for your future self. My last point here is that to be honest with yourself. When you're honest with yourself, and when I talked about identifying the things that are holding you or holding you captive, or you feel like are holding you back from getting to where you want to be honest with yourself. Honesty is such a good thing. When you truly acknowledge something and you're honest about it, and you identify these things, and you know that you can become better once you lose these things, you already on the right path. A lot of people out here kind of lie to themselves and say things don't affect them in a certain way when they really do. They affect them, but they just don't want to lose those things in their life because they've had it in there for so long. But all in all, man, I hope that you know that you can't truly heal if you keep running back to certain things. I'm not gonna lie, this year, traveling and doing all the things I did, and things happening so fast in my life, I didn't expect life to turn out the way it's turned so far. And the only thing that I could think of is to just be optimistic about my future, and to have a good head on my shoulders and to stay focused. In 2024, I came to the realization that I couldn't just keep doing the same things that I was doing at the time. Something needed to change. Of course, I'm not where I want to be in life. Slowly but surely, I will get there. I appreciate you watching my videos. I appreciate you tuning into my channel. And I hope you took something from this video. I hope y'all have good holidays, and I'll see y'all on the next video.